A man is standing quietly inside a moving train. Everything seems normal, until his nose suddenly starts bleeding. He wipes it off, looking confused. Something feels off. Then a few police officers approach him. They ask him his name, but he can't remember. He looks more and more lost. As the police keep pressing him, something snaps. Without thinking, he hits one of the officers and runs. His mind is spinning. He doesn't even know why he did it. Outside the train, a woman comes up to him. She tells him she understands what's happening, but she doesn't remember much either. Still, she takes him to an apartment to rest. The next morning, the man wakes up and sees a news report on the TV. The security minister was taken out last night. The woman asks if he knows that person. He isn't sure, but the name feels familiar. Later, they head out to a small diner nearby. As they sit down, the waitress smiles at the man, like she knows him. Then she gives him a notebook. It seems like it belongs to him. The man is stunned, but takes it and starts reading. Inside the notebook, the man finds a message. It says his name is Sam, and that he's lost his memory. He should trust whatever is written in the book. It says, few years back, he lived a normal life. He was a smart student, really good with computers. He liked a girl. But one day, she introduced him to some people who were involved in shady things. At a party, she asked him to hack a government website. He didn't want to, but to impress her, he said yes. Using software he made himself, Sam broke into a secure system, but they got caught. The girl blamed everything on Sam, said it was all his plan, but the government didn't punish him. Instead, they placed him into a secret program made for young talents like him who had broken the law. In the new facility, no one used real names. Each person had a number. Sam was called Boy 7. That's also where he met Laura, the same woman who helped him escape earlier. He also became close friends with another boy named Louis. Everyone in the program was trained hard. Sam learned advanced hacking. Louis was trained in combat. They even had hand-to-hand fighting lessons and strict fitness routines. Cameras watched their every move, but Sam started noticing strange things. One day, while talking to his mother about something weird he saw, his call suddenly dropped. That's when he began to doubt the place. The facility felt more like a prison than a school. Still, he kept learning. He waited, hoping to find a way out. The person in charge, the administrator, had a rule. Only those who fully master their skills are allowed to leave. They were called masters. Sam had to be patient, but he was always planning. One day, he asked Laura for help. He wanted her to create a distraction so he could gather what he needed to escape. Soon, the perfect chance came. A breaking news story about a huge explosion in the city grabbed everyone's attention. The Prime Minister blamed a radical group and urged for stricter surveillance laws. The guards and candidates were too focused on the TV to notice what Sam was doing. Laura distracted the guards. Louis noticed and asked Sam to let him help too. Sam agreed. Louis quickly grabbed the security guard's glass, something Sam needed for the plan. Later, Sam used the glass to copy the guard's fingerprint. He tested it on a high-tech lock, and it worked. They were thrilled. That night, Sam told Laura that everything was ready. They could run away. Laura nodded, but something in her eyes didn't feel right. She didn't look happy. Back at the restaurant, the TV was on again. A breaking news alert showed Sam's photo. The report said he was the one behind the attack on the security minister. Everyone in the diner turned to look at him, their faces filled with shock and fear. Two police officers started walking toward Sam. Without waiting, Sam bolted out of the restaurant. He ran as fast as he could and didn't stop until he reached the apartment. Once inside, he told Laura something important. He said they already knew each other and that they used to be very close. He even called her by her name. Laura froze. She slowly sat down at the edge of the bed, silent, trying to dig through her missing memories. Back at the facility, Sam and Louis begin their escape plan. It's night. They step out quietly and head toward Laura's room. But she's gone. Sam immediately senses something is wrong. He searches for her through the halls. They come across a strange room. It looks like a medical lab. Inside, they find a body of a master, just lying there. Sam quickly digs through files. What he finds is terrifying. The program doesn't just train students. Once they become masters, it implants chips in their brains to control their minds. One chip had failed before, and the master never woke up again. Then Sam finds something worse. Lara was scheduled for a chip implant. He panics. They rush through the building looking for her. Suddenly, they hear helicopters. They run upstairs and spot a group arriving. It's the Prime Minister, visiting in the middle of the night. They sneak into the room where a meeting is happening. The administrator is showing the Prime Minister a report. She says her team was behind the explosion in the city. The same one from the news. Sam and Louis are shocked. The top students, called masters, were used to cause that damage. Then Lara is brought into the room. The administrator presents her as their newest success. The head guard lights a cigarette and tells Lara to press it against her arm. She obeys without emotion. The administrator explains that the chip also removes all memory, permanently. The Prime Minister seems pleased, but the Security Minister looks disgusted. Sam and Louis now understand the full truth. The government is using brainwashed students to carry out secret missions, just to push more strict laws and gain more control. Sam rushes back to the lab. He tries to delete the chip data from the system, but he's locked out. Before leaving, he secretly replaces the chip meant for him with a fake one. Louis begs him to escape now, but Sam says he won't leave without Lara. They head back to their room. Sam grabs his notebook and writes down everything. His past, the program, and Lara, just in case he loses his memory. The next day, the two are sitting in the lunchroom. Sam gives the notebook to Louis and says, if he loses his memory, give it back. But then, he sees the head guard walking toward him. That's when Sam knows. It's over. The guard injects him with something, and everything fades to black. When Sam wakes up, he's back in the lab. Later, he's seen walking up a flight of stairs. His face looks empty, like a machine. His nose is bleeding again. It looks like he got the chip implant after all. He's working with his hacking trainer, but she notices something. Something's different about him. She quietly apologizes for not doing more, for being too afraid to help her students. Then she leaves, but she forgets her USB drive in the computer. Sam notices and quickly copies a security video. It's the recording of the Prime Minister and Administrator talking about the chip program and the explosion. He hides the USB in his pocket. Later, he tells Louis he still has his memory. His fake chip swap plan actually worked. He shows Louis the USB and says he now has proof. Once he is sent outside for a mission, he'll make it public. Louis smiles and returns Sam's notebook. Soon, the students are gathered in a room. The hacking instructor is there too. The head guard walks in. He says a USB is missing, and Sam was the last to meet with the trainer. The guard lights a cigarette and tells Sam to press it on his own arm. Sam obeys, calm, silent. The instructor tries to protect Sam. She says he was never left alone, but the head guard doesn't believe her. He walks slowly toward her and, without warning, unalives her. Sam stands frozen, eyes wide, but he shows no emotion. Back at the apartment, Sam has finished reading the notebook. The missing pieces of his memory are becoming clearer to him. Slowly, he turns to Lara and tells her something shocking. There's a chip inside her head. Lara looks stunned. She doesn't say a word, just stares. Sam decides he can't wait any longer. He reaches behind his head and tries to remove the chip himself. Carefully. As he does, his mind starts flashing. Images from the past rush through. Training, pain, Lara, betrayal. Memories flood back fast and hard. Sam remembers a mission from the past, one he did with the head guard, Lara, and other masters. They were standing near the front of a building, ready for action. The head guard told Sam to shut off all the security cameras. Sam followed the order without question. Then the head guard told the others to handle the target and asked Sam to turn one camera back on. Sam did exactly that. Next, the head guard told Sam to walk in front of the live camera. Sam hesitated, just for a moment, but his face stayed blank. He obeyed. His image was now part of the security footage. Right after that, the head guard ordered him to join Lara on her task. Sam rushed to Lara's location. That's when he came face to face with the security minister, the actual target of the mission. Instead of going through with the job, Sam quietly warned the minister. He told him to leave, fast, but Lara saw him helping the minister and didn't understand. Sam asked her to run away with him. Lara looked confused. Her mind wasn't clear. Something inside her was holding her back. Then suddenly, the head guard showed up. He saw what was happening and quickly unalived the minister. Lara stepped forward and helped him finish the task. At that moment, it became clear. The head guard now knew for sure. Sam had his memory, and he probably had the USB drive too. Sam didn't wait. He jumped back, turned, and ran. The whole team chased after him. He raced through a busy restaurant, spotted a waitress, and quickly handed her his notebook. He told her to keep it safe. Then he sprinted to a nearby railway station. Just as the team closed in, Sam hopped onto a train. Before the door shut, he slipped the USB drive through the gap between the train and the platform. The team caught him seconds later. The head guard pulled out a small electronic device and implanted a chip at the back of Sam's head. Sam collapsed. Everything went dark. Back at the apartment, Sam is lying on the floor. Lara leans over, trying to wake him up. He slowly opens his eyes. His memory is back now, and he knows exactly what needs to be done. Sam and Lara walk together toward the train station. They head to the spot where Sam had hidden the USB drive. Sam finds it. But suddenly, Lara points a gun at him. She's not fully free. The chip in her head is still controlling her. Everything she did, helping Sam, showing sympathy, was all part of a mission. To get the USB. She tells him to hand it over. Then the head guard arrives and asks Sam for the drive. Sam, one last time, begs Lara to remember, to think back to who she really is. But she doesn't move. Sam gives up the USB. They tie him up and take him away. He wakes up in the same procedure room again. Strapped down. The head guard plugs the USB into a system to check what's inside. But the second he does, a pop-up message flashes on the screen. The evidence has already been sent. Sam had set it all up. As soon as the USB was plugged in, it automatically emailed the evidence to thousands of addresses. He was a good hacker after all. The truth about the Prime Minister and the Administrator, everything is now public. Panicking, the head guard tells Lara to take care of Sam. She walks toward him. Sam tries to protect himself. During the struggle, something snaps inside Lara's mind. Her chip begins to glitch, and she starts to remember. Then Louis storms in. He attacks Sam. Looks like he has the chip now, too. But in the chaos, Louis smashes the main system by mistake. That crash shuts down the chip control. For everyone. The chips are useless now. Sam manages to knock the head guard out and saves Lara. The three of them, Sam, Lara, and Louis, finally escape. They walk away from the facility, free at last. With the evidence out in the world, the Prime Minister and all others involved are caught and face justice for their crimes.